Okay, the loading screen has changed once again, and this has to be the prettiest loading screen ever. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is so cool, you guys. Here we are. Welcome back to another Hey video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the design festival, which started in the game, I think 2 days ago, but technically it started, I think, yesterday. Yeah, the design phase has officially begun. You guys can see this is the event that I'm talking about. So I think I'm just going to get right into the design festival and start creating a design and just show you guys what this is all about. So let's get here. 13th birthday, love the cakes, the pastries, everything, the costumes. It's such a pretty screen. Create something truly magnifique. Finish tasks to get your design seen by more players. Okay, how do I participate? Yeah, thank you, Baptiste. We know that. Right, so here we go. I'm a little nervous because this is such a huge area, guys. This is such a huge area that I have to create the design on. And this is going to end in 5 days and 15 hours. You guys know that now we can submit our design even after, the voting phase begins. So that's not a problem anymore. So these are the tasks that I'm going to have to do today. And I'm going to get the photo reels and XP. Sadly, I don't have a lot of decorations, but let's see what happens. You cannot move this decoration over here. You have to create your design around this decoration. And usually it is said that whatever the decoration we have in the middle, that's going to be the theme of your design festival. And this time it's clear the design is groovy party themed, or maybe the birthday. So I'm going to remove some things that I don't like. I don't think that we need trees since it's not going to be very natural, but I mean, sometimes I do like the trees, and you can see some of the tasks, they ask you to cut the trees or blow the rocks, just remove any obstacles. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's actually clean all of them because they're not gonna fit with my theme or, whatever I'm going to make. I'm gonna keep it a little modern with some musical instruments and kind of like a bedding area. I don't know, I'm excited, but also a little nervous because this is really going to be a lot of work, guys. It's really going to be a lot of work. Right, so I don't even have a lot of groovy decorations. Let's see what they're asking for from here. Yeah, the groovy bike. Actually, I do have the groovy side table. This one, it's going to be from the county fair. I do have the tiles and the guitar player, right? So I do have some decorations. Let me just go back and purchase the groovy bike. Let's just put it out. I can actually rearrange them later, I think. Yep, this one as well, and this one. And see, all the tasks are being completed. They're going to be right here. You'll be able to claim your rewards after you submit your design. I must think this is kind of challenging considering that this is such a huge place. I'm going to put all the latest decorations that I've got. And I do have some from last year, which are going to be awesome. Okay, you know what? Let's actually start from here. I'm gonna put some of these velvet ropes. So these velvet ropes look absolutely gorgeous, and let's put some here as well. Then it asks me to put the groovy tiles, so we're gonna do them. I really have no idea what I'm creating over here, but I think the main theme is obviously the music. Yes, that is perfect, and we're gonna put now, anytime I'm trying to create any design, I start with the boundary because I think it helps me to do things faster. It kind of gives me an idea of whatever I'm going to do. Now, what kind of boundary I'm going to put? I'm not going to go with like the water, the dirt, because that's going to turn into like a natural theme. I'm going to put something that's very shiny, that's very colorful, very vibrant. I'm not even sure if I have any birthday special fences. I'm going to create what is in my mind, basically a little rating for either Hades' birthday or something really exciting. I think that really is the purpose. Hey guys, I'm back, and this is what I created for this design festival. I'm going to turn on the scenic mode over here so you guys can have a better look at the design. Now, I kind of put aside the groovy word because, first of all, I didn't have a lot of groovy decorations. So I just went on with party. And you can see there's a lot of different kinds of parties going on around. In the middle, we have a little groovy part. And then at the corners, I put the carnival, the rainbow celebrations, especially with the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel creates a big boundary for me. And then I love the 1950s part over here. This is just pure party. So it's kind of crowded, and I know this might not be the best design because this was so hard to create. Increased the area that now where you can create the design. But it took me a long time, and I wanted to put the cakes, balloons, and gifts, but unfortunately I couldn't. I really had to stick to the party theme, you know, the dancing and all that stuff. But I think if you want to go with the groovy theme, after all, what you can do, you can also put a lot of flowers. I think those daffodils combined with the water, they look awesome. And you can also use, you know, some natural flowery decorations. So my design over here is kind of party based. It's more of a celebration than nature's appreciation. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of my design? Again, I'm not very good at designing. You guys know me. Designing is not my favorite part of the game, and I'm definitely not the one you should look up to if you want to get some inspiration for designs. There's lots of other content creators who create perfect designs, but I just wanted to give you guys a little idea of how you can create the design. And of course, you don't have to submit it today. I am actually happy with whatever I've created. Now, there's a lot of time, so don't worry. Stay calm, think wisely, whatever you're going to put if you don't have a lot of decorations. Don't stress, make a list of what kind of decorations could fit with your theme, and you can start putting them the later days. But I'm just going to submit my design because that I can change for better. So I think it's time to say goodbye to my design. And right, so here we go. You can see my design on the left-hand side. This is how it's going to look for people when they're going to vote for me. You can still submit after the voting begins, but fewer players will see your design. All right, so submit your design after the voting starts, but it's better that you do it sooner. The sooner the better, because then more people will be able to see your design and you'll be able to get more votes. I completed some of the tasks. You guys can see over here, I did not have these decorations, so I couldn't put them out, but if you do, make sure to put them out. And don't forget all these free decorations, like the Groovy egg chair, the Groovy side table, the bike, and the guitar player. You could get them from the catalog. I just submitted my design and I completed 16 tasks. It's time for me to collect the photo reels and the XP. That's, oh my gosh, guys, it's gonna be a lot of XP, a lot of XP. Okay, here we go, that's 49,000. And I wonder how many photo reels I collected. 1,358. Here's my design. What does it say? Do I want to resubmit it? No, I don't want to resubmit it to previous entry. No, I don't want to do that. But of course, if you want to do it, if you think there's something better you can do, you can of course spend 5 diamonds. But I'm not going to do that. I'm totally very happy. Now I'm just going to wait till the voting phase starts. And then we're going to be having a look at a bunch of designs. We're going to vote for our favorites. Now let's see how many votes do I get this time. You guys can see last time I got a lot of likes. So I'm excited to see what happens this time. Let me know your thoughts and comments. What do you think of my design? If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do. There's going to be more fun hitting content that you shouldn't miss. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Until then, have a good day. Bye.